exciting matchup here tonight for you. These are two teams that have some very electric players. I've seen both of these teams play separately so far this season. I'm excited to see them play against each other. Got a lot to get into with like the pregame show and everything, talking about what these teams are good at, what they're bad at, what they could improve, and just how the season's going for them so far as we get set up for tonight's game. Excited to get into that. Pillager at Pine River-Backus. We'll be back right here after this.
The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Let's go bowling! Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River welcomes you in for a great time. Ask about leagues, including their new Fun Mixed Couples League. Thursday evening starting January 23rd. Bowl to help local heroes at Community Bowl. Saturday, February 22nd is the annual Fire Department Fundraiser Tournament. A 9-pin no-tap tournament and silent auction with proceeds benefiting the Pine River and Backus Fire Departments. Just $35 entry. Open to the public. Call for details or to donate. Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River.
Star players here for the Tigers. I've seen several Tigers games, so I have a little bit more fine because it means I get to go home early too. So we got about 5 minutes to go. I'm going to jump right into the Huskies. Normally I go to an ad break. Instead, the Huskies are 3-6 on the season, 2-3 in conference, having a little bit of a rougher season than the Tigers are having. But they are likely going to improve from last season's Pillager team, who was 6-21 and 2-12 over the course of the year. Already having half of their win total less than halfway through the season is a good pace to hit. And not to mention they've matched their conference win total from last season already, only 9 games in. So, be excited to see what Pillager is able to do this season, but they're scoring offensively 42.4 points per game. Defensively, they're allowing 63.3 points per game. I'm going to go back to what I said about the Tigers, who are scoring 63.2 points per game and allowing 47.1 points per game. I have a feeling this game might end 63-45, somewhere right in there, if these hold true. Which, of course, anything could happen any given Tuesday, right? That's what they always say. Pillager, I know they've got some dogs on their team. Asley Pulak is a wonderful defender. Olivia Brown can score from anywhere on the court. They've got killers on this team. Who knows when they're going to go on a run? I feel like it's inevitable, but it just hasn't kick-started yet. And it's going to be kind of a struggle to get that started on the road here against the Tigers, who have kind of hit their stride. But I'm curious to see how they handle that adversity here tonight. My keys to the game for the Tigers, I already said they have a great system of passing the ball, making sure they keep the ball moving, and diversifying where they're scoring from in terms of personnel. Keep that up. This Pillager team can get unorganized defensively at times, and you can take advantage of that in a big way by just moving the ball constantly. So that's my key for the Tigers, is just to keep the ball moving, wait for an open shot, because you will find one against this defense. It's not the greatest. You can find open shots as long as you are willing to keep looking. For the Huskies, I would say, Olivia Brown is a great player who you have counted on throughout this season. Spread the ball a little bit. Make sure other players are taking shots. I noticed last game, towards the end of the game, when Olivia was hot and everyone else was cold, everyone else just kind of gave up on scoring and kept giving it to either Pulak or Brown. And that just makes it way easier to defend those players when you know no one else is going to try to score. So my advice for the Huskies would just be keep the ball moving, kind of the same advice. Make sure you're passing the ball, waiting for your open shots. This is a tougher defense here in Pine River that maybe Pine River is experiencing going the other way. But as long as you execute the fundamentals, it really shouldn't matter how good the defense you're playing is. So that's my advice for both teams. Pass the ball, keep it moving, wait for your open shots. Don't get greedy. And don't panic. And now for our starting lineups for the Pillager Huskies, which we've got about a minute to go. For the road team, starting lineup for the Pillager Huskies, number 1, Asley Pulak. Number 2, Ava Swanson. Number 3, Aiden
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota...
make the shot. It's blocked. I didn't see who blocked it, unfortunately. Pulak going up and under. And that one's going to fall in for Esley Pulak. 5-7 ball game. I've got to update the score. Or 5-2. I don't know why I said 5-7. 5-2 ball game. As that shot is no good and smacked out of bounds by Brewer. Or by the Huskies, I believe. Evelyn now inbounding the ball. Finds Buchers. Buchers tries to make a move inside and up and unders that one again. No good. Rebound by Swanson. Pulak passes cross court to Swanson. Swanson surveying. Finds Schwett in the corner. It's no good. Rebounded by Brown, but stolen by Tulinchek. Just going to sum that up as a rebound for Tulinchek. That one is most not definitely stolen. It looked like it was going to be a steal, but just tipped out of bounds. But a good play nonetheless from Schwett. 5-2 is your score. Evelyn's bringing it up court. Schwett's in defense on her. Now Johnson has it, working on Brown. Johnson seems like she got smacked in the eye a little bit there. She's all right. She shakes it off. She says it's no big deal. Evelyn tries to find Buchers, stolen by Brown. And Pulak trying to work it up the middle. This one's stolen by Brewer. And down at the other end, Brewer is going to finish it herself. Get the turnover and the transition points. Pulak and Brown working it down the court now, trying to avoid that 8-second violation once again. As they do get it across, Schwett has it now. Throws across court for Swanson. Swanson shoots, no good. Rebound, Buchers. Down at the other end, Tulinchek puts that up, and that falls for Sawyer Tulinchek. Whoops. Hold on, I got the score backwards. It's 6-5, Pine River Tigers lead. Brown working on Johnson here. That ball goes out of bounds off of Brown. No, off of Evelyn, I believe. And Pulak will inbound it for the Huskies. And Pulak inbounds that to Brown. Brown back to Pulak. Pulak back to Brown. Schwett, now Swanson. Swanson trying to find a way up the middle. Gives it to Pulak outside. Pulak makes a move inside and no good, but gets the rebound. Schwett, no, that's Swanson out to Pulak. Pulak trying to get another chance. Finds Schwett. Schwett out to Brown. Brown gets set to shoot, and that one's off left. So a rebound for Pulak with no other stats to record there. Brewer out to Tulinchek. Tulinchek trying to work down the baseline. Can't find any space. Gives it out to Buchers. Buchers trying to go up. Buchers is going to draw the foul, and Buchers will shoot 2 more. I believe Buchers made both of her free throws earlier. Otherwise, I don't know how the Tigers have 6 points. So, it is a 6-5 ball game. The Tigers lead by 1. Mindy Buchers of the Tigers getting set to shoot 2 more right here. First one falls for Buchers. The second one falls for Buchers as well. Mudgett is fouled. Oh, whoops. Sorry, I forgot I was on there for a second. Buchers has the inbound. Finds Tulinchek, but that goes out of bounds. loses this one. That's going to be a Tigers ball. No, the Huskies will maintain possession. I'm still learning the hand signs. I don't really understand a lot of them so far, but I'm getting there. Pulak finds Brown outside the arc. Brown tries to give it back, but it's smacked by Johnson, and Johnson will get credit for the steal there. Down at the other end, Tulinchek cross court to Johnson. Johnson lets it fly, no good, off the front of the rim. Pulak with another rebound. Pulak bringing it down the court. Finds Lauren Anderson. Out to Brown. Brown over to Swanson. Swanson back into Brown. Brown working in the paint and gets the bucket. Her first point of the game here. Tulinchek has it at the key, gives it to Brewer. Brewer back to Tulinchek. Tulinchek cross court to Evelyn. Evelyn looks like she wants to shoot, pulls it down. Brewer, Tulinchek. Tulinchek fires. That's off back rim there. That's going to go out of bounds. Evelyn and Johnson couldn't stop it. Got about 5 minutes down here in this first half. It's a 8-7 ball game. Sorry, I gotta remember to keep updating the score here. 8-7 ball game. The Tigers lead. I have to update the score in the computer on my piece of paper. Mark the stat for the individual player as Swanson passes the ball over to Brown. Brown back to Swanson, back to Mudgett. Swanson goes inside to Anderson, and that's blocked by Brewer. A clean block, they'll say. A huge defensive play from Ella Brewer. As Chloe Van Bickel comes in for Mudgett. Passed into Swanson, tipped out of the hand by Johnson. It's a tongue twister, and that'll be a foul called. And they are going to have Swanson shoot too. And that first one falls for Swanson. And the second one falls for Swanson as well. And that'll put the Pillager Huskies in the lead over the Pine River-Backus Tigers here, 9-8. Evelyn to Tulinchek. Tulinchek into Buchers. Back out to Tulinchek. Now Buchers has it at the arc. It's knocked out of Buchers' hands. Kremens can't pick it up. Stolen by Swanson. Down at the other end. Blocked. Swanson couldn't finish. Evelyn trying to cross court that to Johnson. Tulinchek gets it and is travel. A travel call as that shot is blocked. Doesn't leave her hands. So it'll be a travel. Pulak will inbound. Finds Brown. Pulak, cross court here to Swanson, out to Anderson, back to Swanson. Pulak has it now, working on Evelyn. Finds Swanson in the corner. Swanson shoots. Oh, and a good bounce for Swanson. It's a little bit of a Kawhi bounce there, goes in for her, and that assist goes to Pulak. Evelyn over to Tulinchek. Tulinchek working down the left side. Dumps back to Kremens. Kremens shoots. Buchers. Buchers shoots. No good. Evelyn will inbound the ball as we are down under 11 minutes, 30 seconds here in this first half. Evelyn finds Kremens. Kremens staying strong in the paint, trying to find somewhere to go with it. Finds Buchers. Buchers stonewalled at the line to gain. That's a football term. Evelyn has it open, foot on the line, no good. And the rebound here by Van Bickel. Down at the other end, Swanson finds Pulak. Pulak working on Evelyn. Gets inside, and Pulak with a nifty move to get in the paint and finish. brings it up the court. Oh my gosh, I didn't even update for the 3. It's a 14-8 ball game. Pillager Huskies in the lead. Buchers tries to make a spinning shot and does. A great shot from Minnie Buchers, who currently has 6 points for this Pine River-Backus Tigers squad. And then smacks that one out of the air and out of bounds. A little bit of an interception on that pass, but could not finish the steal there. The Huskies will maintain possession. And then after the 2 points from Buchers just now, it's a 14-10 ball game. 10.5 minutes to go here in the first half. There we go. Sorry, there was something on my screen saying it was pregame. As we cut to a break, well, there's a timeout. We're already halfway through it. You're just going to ride with us through it. All right, we're 14-10 right now here in Pine River-Backus as the Huskies are looking to upset the Tigers here at home. Big keys from what I've seen from the first 6 or so minutes. The Huskies have, in fact, been spreading the ball around quite a bit. Hasley Pulak's got 4, Swanson with 5, Mudgett with 3, and Olivia Brown, who I previously mentioned as one of the stars of this team, only has 2. Mudgett had the big 3 to get things started. Swanson just had a huge turn of plays where she hit a big 3 and blocked something on the other end. It's very impressive. As this one goes out to the corner, and now Brown has it at the key. Brown tries to get it up to Pulak. It's stolen by Tulinchek. Tulinchek down at the other end finds Ariana Burns. Aaliyah Smith wide open. No good. And rebound is fought for. It looks like Ariana Burns is going to get it. Not many people are going to outmuscle Ariana Burns in the paint. But that steal goes to Tulinchek. Gotta remember that. And that one's cross-courted to Tulinchek from Evelyn to Burns now. Burns looking for somewhere to go with it. Buchers to Evelyn. Evelyn loses the ball for a moment, gets it back. And there's Buchers. Buchers needs to take a shot. And that one's stolen. Ariana Burns fights for it again, though. And it'll be Huskies' ball after the shot clock went off. Pulak and Brown bringing it down the court here for the Huskies. Expect to see them almost on the court the entire time. As Brown manages to tiptoe inside the line, find Pulak on a spinning pass. Pulak tries to get up in the paint for a layup, and Ariana Burns is going to foul her. A little bit of a soft foul, if you ask me, but I guess probably officially it is a foul. I just know because I was at the court and there wasn't a ref there. I'm not calling foul. Getting sidetracked as the first one goes through for Pulak. Up to 5 points now for the Pillager Huskies. And the second one does not go through for Pulak, rebounded by Buchers. And Evelyn working on Anderson, finds Smith. Smith fires Aaliyah Smith. Aaliyah Lewis, Jesus, I don't know where I got Smith from. I think I do that with her like every game. I just call her Aaliyah Smith like the whole time. And it's not right, it's Aaliyah Lewis. She's a sniper, and there's the 8-second violation. Olivia Brown couldn't get past the full court press. That is kind of a tongue twister. But yeah, big 3 for Aaliyah Lewis. Going to have to update the scoreboard if I could remember to do that. There we go. 15-13 game. Pillager leads after the big 3 from Lewis. Evelyn gets the inbound here. Floats it over the double team, finds Brewer. Brewer working down the baseline. She's triple teamed. Tries to just get rid of it. Lauren Anderson with the steal. And Pulak to Brown. Anderson finishes the job. So down at the other end, it's stolen by Evelyn. Cleveland tries to crossbody. It's stolen by Brown. A crazy turn of events there. Passing was anything but efficient in that moment for either team. 15-13 ball game, 8.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. Pulak to Swanson. The Huskies lead by 2 and have possession as this one goes to Swanson inside. Anderson outside, that's no good, a bad bounce. Olivia Brown gets the rebound and the second chance points. And there she goes, making an impact. Had a big steal right on the possession before that. Follows it up with a offensive rebound and second chance points. Aaliyah Lewis takes the screen from Ariana Burns, passes to Buchers. Buchers fires, no good. Rebounded by Brewer. Not rebounded by Brewer. Some kind of, I think, over the back foul or reaching foul, something. Tulinchek comes in for Evelyn. As Swanson receives the pass from beyond midcourt. Pulak finds Brown inside. Brown working on Crimmins. Finds Schwett, who finds Swanson. Now out to Van Vickel, into Pulak. Pulak trying to make a move. Goes up, no good. Rebound Van Vickel, and second chance points Van Vickel. Those are her first points of the game. And Brewer up in the paint finds Crimmins. Crimmins out to Buchers. Buchers looking for somewhere to go with it. Finds Brewer. Brewer takes the shot. No good. Rebound Tulinchek right over Olivia Brown's head. Buchers takes another shot. No good. Tulinchek with another rebound. 2 rebounds for Tulinchek here. And Aaliyah Lewis is going to shoot the 3, and that one's going to rim out. And Schwett will go down with the rebound and retain possession for her Huskies. Hi. Gotcha. No problem. Maybe that'll be better. I hope. I hope that'll be better. I tried to fix it. Let's see. Can I make it louder? Can I make it louder? No, not for you guys. Maybe for you guys. Okay, back to the game. As the Huskies are now up 19-13 here in Pine River. Sorry, I just received news that one of the streams was not getting very loud audio. As Buchers gets the rebound here. And coming down the other side of the court, Tulinchek fires a missile to Brewer. And Tulinchek deserves every bit of the assist on that one. That was a missile to find Brewer. And this one's deflected off of Mudgett, and Brewer's able to put up the points. So Brewer getting involved again. Mudgett just trying to get the ball out of there. Finds Schwett. Schwett back to Mudgett. Mudgett out to Van Vickel. Van Vickel trying to work on Buchers here. Buchers gets the steal. Down at the other end, Buchers finds Brewer. Brewer's going to take the shot here, and Brewer sinks that one. That is 7 consecutive points for Ella Brewer as she single-handedly puts her Tigers up top. 20-19. And that is another assist for Tulinchek. Or no, not an assist. That was a steal for Tulinchek. As that shot is no good for Pulak. And down at this end now, that is Mudgett. Working down the baseline, finds Swanson out to Van Vickel. Van Vickel called for a travel. So that'll be a turnover. 5 minutes left to go in the first half. The Tigers lead by 1 after Ella Brewer scored 7 consecutive points to bring them back from down 6. Johnson brings it up the court. Tulinchek and Brewer have made some magic happen in this half so far. That gets out to Bukers. Brewer has it, thinks about shooting, and does. And that one almost drops, but no good. Rebound Van Vickel. Actually, rebound nobody via over the back foul. Johnson surveying from the sideline. Inbounds there to Bukers. No pass is broken up, but Crimmins gets in there and saves it. Brewer out to Tulinchek. Tulinchek back to Crimmins. Crimmins working on Anderson. And now Brewer will shoot again, and Brewer swishes another one. 2 for 3 in the first half for Ella Brewer. And she's scored 10 straight. Down at the other end, travel called on Van Vickel again. That's back-to-back travels called on Van Vickel. And the Tigers will take possession here. Johnson and Evelyn will bring it up the court for the Tigers. Brewer over to Johnson. Johnson up in the paint. Tulinchek rushes the double team. Dumps out to Bukers. Evelyn has it on an island. Finds Tulinchek. Tulinchek working up in the paint. Tries to put a shot up. No good. Rebound Olivia Brown. As it comes down the court, Schwed passes that up to Shingledecker. Shingledecker loses it. Johnson dives for it. Tulinchek and Shingledecker are both on top of the ball. We'll see who they give it to. And they'll say Tulinchek won the possession there. That is a 4th steal for Sawyer Tulinchek in the first half. Tulinchek, once again, takes the screen, thinks about taking the shot, doesn't. Finds Johnson. Johnson working on Brown. Brown playing physical defense. Evelyn wide open outside, no good. Rebound Brown. Down at the other court, Brown spins past Johnson, takes a shot, no good. Rebound Brewer. It is 23-19. Down at this side, Johnson finds Tulinchek. Tulinchek into Bukers. Bukers working her way down the middle, but it's stolen here by Swanson. Swanson to Pulak. Pulak cross court to Shingledecker. Anderson. Now Brown has it. Dumps it inside to Anderson. Swanson takes the corner 3, and Swanson is 2 for 2 on those. And Brown gets the assist. Eveland working on Anderson, finds Johnson wide open. Johnson takes a shot, no good. Rebound Anderson. And the Huskies will retain possession here after the foul. And some substitutions will be made. Ariana Burns comes in. Ella Brewer comes off. A well-earned break for Ella Brewer. We will definitely see more of her in the second half. Johnson with a huge steal. Tulinchek wanted to take the 3, but stopped, went inside. 2 for Tulinchek. A steal for Johnson. I won't count an assist. There was too many steps taken after the pass was completed. And there's a reach-in, I believe, on the Tigers. So Pillager Huskies will retain possession here. And Swanson's going to bring this up the right side. She's been dangerous from that side so far. And Brown runs into a brick wall down in the paint there, and it is stolen by Bukers. But then possession is wrestled away from Bukers by Swanson. But the Tigers will retain possession, so no steal counted for Swanson here. Eveland finds Johnson. Johnson puts it up. No good. Rebound, Pulak. Update the score. Johnson with an insane steal. And that play will be called dead there. Update our score. It's 25-22. Johnson does get credit for that steal, though. It was an awesome steal with a behind-the-back pass and everything. Tulinchek inbounds this one, stolen by Brown. Brown's been a creature in the steals market. Johnson goes in for the block, no good. Brown is good, makes the shot anyways, despite the block attempt from Johnson. Evelyn bringing it down. Say 25-24 ball game. The Tigers lead by 1. Finds Buchers. Buchers working on Swanson. Dumped out to Tulinchek. Tulinchek fakes the shot. Comes inside the paint. Shoots over Brown. No good. Rebound Mudgett. Sorry. Pulak bringing it down for the Huskies. It is going to hit Ariana Burns with a charge. But no. They're not going to call that a charge. They're going to call that a shooting foul. Shot is no good. So Pulak will shoot 2. That looks the most charge I've seen in a while. Ariana Burns and Kaylee Johnson had something to say to the refs after that one. But regardless, Asley Pulak shoots and makes her first. Tie ball game, 25-25. Asley Pulak warms up for his second shot, and the second one falls. And Pulak puts the Huskies up top. Evelyn's taking her time bringing it up. A minute left to go here in this first half. See if we get a buzzer beater as Tulinchek into Buchers, no good. As the rebound is caught by Brown. Pulak bringing it up. Using that athleticism. Tries to find Shingledecker in the corner, but Shingledecker could not hold on to the pass. That goes through her hands and out of bounds. And the Tigers will take over possession with 50 seconds to go here in the first half. Evelyn bringing it down. Huskies are up by 1 right now. Johnson now finds Buchers. Buchers wide open at the key. She shoots, and Mimi Buchers sinks another. That's a Pizza Range three-pointer for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. And that assist comes off of Kaylee Johnson. And stolen here by Tulinchek. Tulinchek to Johnson. Johnson cross-court to Evelyn. Evelyn goes up, and that one's no good. Steal by Tulinchek, though, as she has 5 at halftime. No points scored. Oh, actually, there was points scored. The Tigers just made a 3 with Mimi Buchers. Going to have to update that. 28-26 is the score. Tigers lead by 2 as we've got 5, 4, 3. And that one's stolen by Tulinchek again. I stand corrected earlier when I said she had 5. 6 steals for Sawyer Tulinchek before halftime. And 28-26 is the ball game as we head into the break here. Both teams will have a lot to talk about. A much more competitive game than I perhaps expected to see. I'm excited for it. I'm glad that this game is turning out to be such a close battle. It's just more fun that way. Well, we got a lot to talk about here at the halftime break, but we'll get to all that here in just a minute after this.
Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Shrump Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Shrump Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basement septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 42 years and still digging it right. Shrump Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River-Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Shrump Excavating LLC. Online at shrumpexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
And welcome back, everybody. I'm Colin Bosman here at halftime between the Pine River-Backus Tigers girls basketball team and the Pillager High School girls basketball team. It is 28-26 at half. The Tigers lead at home over the Huskies. It's been a hotly contested first half, very back and forth. Some stretches of great offense followed up by stretches of great defense. Ella Brewer had a stretch where she scored 10 consecutive unanswered points, and that came when the Tigers were down 6 early in the first half. So that was a huge swing for the Tigers, but Olivia Brown and Ava Swanson came back and made some magic happen on their own to bring this back to just being a two-point game between these two teams. It's been a little bit of an interesting start. The Tigers' specialty this season has definitely been defense. They play sticky defense. They play physical defense. They're always clogging up the passing lanes, always confusing the opposition with their kind of zone scheme that they got going on. And it's led to a plethora of steals for the Tigers. Sawyer Tulenchik was the star of the show with 6 first-half steals, but Mimi Bukers and Kaylee Johnson also had multiple steals, with Kaylee Johnson having a couple highlight reel steals that were pretty awesome. On the other side, though, it's just been the story of, really good, talented offense versus really good, talented defense. Whereas the Tigers have had a couple of their shooters hit some big shots. Tulenchek's hit a Brewer, Bukers, and Aaliyah Lewis have all hit threes for the Tigers. So that long-distance shot kind of is locking in for the home team here. The road team, the Pillager Huskies, has had quite success with the threes as well. I believe they have a player that's 2 for 2 and a player that's 2 for 3 on three-pointers. So a good look there for the Huskies. Of course, three-pointers are more volatile than two-pointers. You just hope that that continues to fall for them, or this game could lose a little bit of its intrigue. Our leading scorers on the game so far for the Tigers, it's Ella Brewer and Mimi Bukers. Ella Brewer has 12 points. Mimi Bukers has 9 points. And for the Huskies, let me double check that my numbers for the Tigers are right. Brewer, 13, has 12 points, And Bucher's 23 has 9 points. Yep, okay, I was right. And then for the Huskies, Ava Swanson leads them in scoring. She's got 8 points. Asley Pulak right behind her with 7. And Olivia Brown has 6 right behind her. So they've been spreading the ball around quite a bit. Gracie Mudgett and Chloe Van Dickel also contributing scores for their team. The rebound advantage has definitely gone towards the Huskies. They've just been more aggressive going after the rebounds so far in this game. Olivia Brown especially. She hasn't had as many opportunities as she did last time to contribute on offense, but she is making sure her impact is still felt on the game by her contributions defensively, having 4 steals before half, which is good for a second in the game. Third. 3 steals. Tied for second with Kaylee Johnson. Olivia Brown also has 4 rebounds, which is tied for the lead in the game with Asley Pulak. Pulak and Brown will likely continue to run the show here for the Huskies in the second half. And as we go down to the Tigers, I imagine Brewer will see the ball in her hands a lot more here in the second half after having such a dominant first half. With that being said, we're going to cut to one last short ad break for just a couple minutes here while I get some water in me, and then we will be right back here for the second half after this.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Let's go bowling! Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River welcomes you in for a great time. Ask about leagues, including their new Fun Mixed Couples League. Thursday evening starting January 23rd. Bowl to help local heroes at Community Bowl. Saturday, February 22nd is the annual Fire Department Fundraiser Tournament. A 9-pin no-tap tournament and silent auction with proceeds benefiting the Pine River and Backus Fire Departments. Just $35 entry. Open to the public. Call for details or to donate. Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance.
Sorry about that, folks. I got a little distracted in there. But the Tigers continue to lead here at home after the first possession. The Huskies were unable to score. And a steal here for Asley Pulak. Tries to cross-court that to Schwed. Does. I do so appreciate the possessions where I only have to keep track of one stat. It's the ones where there's an assist, a shot, a rebound, another pass, an assist, a make. It's just... but anyways, Tulinchek has it here. Bucher's now in the free throw zone, finds Aveland. Evelyn with the no-look. Evelyn shoots the three. That one takes a bad bounce. No good. Rebounded by Johnson. Kulinchek can't make the shot fall, but Johnson does get the rebound. Now the Tigers will inbound it. Eveland here looking for somebody to find. Finds Buchers. Buchers' shot is tipped. Rebounded by Schwed. And Schwed goes out of bounds. And so that'll be a turnover once again here, and the Tigers will take possession once again. A minute into this first half, and already nothing's happened. This one's floated out to Buchers. Buchers working on Swanson. Dumps back to Johnson. Johnson out to Eveland. Eveland fakes the shot, but drives inside, tries to pass to Tulinchek. Tulinchek miraculously keeps that ball at play. That was an incredible pass from Tulinchek. Eveland has it with 4 seconds left, takes a shot, no good. Rebound, Mudgett. Down at the other end, Swanson has it, passes back to Pulak. It's tipped up by Tulinchek. Pulak keeps it, finds Swanson again in the corner. She's been lethal from that corner. This one passed over to Mudgett. Now Schwett with it. Pulak working, and that's cross-courted to Brown. Brown takes a shot over Evelyn, no good. Rebound Brewer. Dang, my pencil broke again. Down at the other end, Johnson's going to take a shot, no good. Gets her own rebound. Buchers passes back to Tulinchek. Over to Brewer. Brewer takes a shot. Brewer's no good. Rebound Tulinchek. Tulinchek takes it around, puts it up herself. Another rebound Johnson. Johnson over to Buchers. Buchers looking for something to do with it. Evelyn getting set to shoot. And there's the buzzer. 2 rebounds Johnson, 1 rebound Brewer. No, Tulinchek. That's a shot clock violation as we dip under 2 minutes now into the second half, and still nothing's happened. Pulak will inbound the ball for the Huskies. Full court press in action by the Tigers. This one's passed over to Brown. Brown working on Brewer. Gives it to Mudgett. Mudgett looking for somewhere to go with it. Stolen by Evelyn. Down at the other end, Evelyn tries to pass it off. Can't find her woman. And then Johnson loses it out of bounds. The Tigers will retain possession. It was smacked out by a Husky. Evelyn will inbound the ball here. Finds Johnson. Johnson into Brewer. Brewer backing down the competition. Goes up, and Brewer will put it in herself. 2 more for Brewer. And Pulak and Brown just trying to get it down the court here, as they do to Van Bickel. This one's passed to Pulak. Over to Swanson. Swanson takes a shot. Swanson's shot is in and out. Rebound Mudgett. This one's passed into Swanson, smacked out of bounds by Johnson. I really wish Swanson and Johnson would stop playing against each other directly. I am going to stumble over their names. And Van Bickel loses this one out of bounds. That'll be Tigers ball. It's 30-26 now. Something did change. Brewer made a shot. So now it'll be Eveland and Lewis bringing it down. No full court press from the Huskies. Down 4. And that one's going to go through Tulinchek's legs and out of bounds. Another turnover. Pulak finds Swanson on the cross court. Swanson working her way down the middle, finds out to Van Bickel. Van Bickel takes a shot. Van Bickel gets that to drop. And that's an assist for Swanson. Brown tries to get the steal on Lewis, can't get it. Passed into Buchers. Buchers can't control it, gives it back to Lewis. Brewer sets the screen for Lewis. Doesn't get much space. Out to Eveland. Eveland takes a shot, no good. Tulinchek tries to go for the rebound, can't find it. Pulak gets it. Pulak's got 5 rebounds. This one's tipped up by Tulinchek, but she doesn't finish the steal. Swanson brings it down into the paint, floats it up and over, rebound even. That's the first non-steal, and Van Vickel now with a steal. Swanson finds Brown in the corner. Brown lets it loose. No good. Smacked out of bounds. It'll be Tigers ball after the ball is collected. And we're almost down to 5 minutes into the second half, and only one shot has been made so far. Oh, I lied. There was that big three a minute ago. Gosh, it's like I'm not even paying attention. 2 shots. 30-29, 1-point ball game. Pine River didn't update their scoreboard either. How could I have known? As Bukers goes up and puts it in. I believe that was Tulinchek to Bukers. And a timeout is called here as the Tigers go up 3. And we will cut to break and be back in just a second.
Online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen?
Shout out to Shingle-Decker Construction for our scoreboard sponsorship here today. There we go. Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction. When you have a project calling for concrete, contact the pros at Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction, offering high-quality professional masonry and concrete services. Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction, 218-639-2375. Fully licensed and free estimates. Here as the Huskies bring it down the court. Brown has it, working on Brewer. Brown making a move inside. Brown puts it up herself. Taking care of business here in the second half as Olivia Brown brings her team back within 1. 32-31 is your score. Tigers lead. Bukers has it. Working on Swanson. Out to Evelyn. She's open. She takes the shot. No good. Rebound. Swanson. And a foul will be called here on the Tigers. No, on the Huskies. The Tigers will take possession. It's a turnover. Tulinchek will inbound the ball. Fights Evelyn. Evelyn working on Mudgett. Tulinchek loses it through her legs again, but this time gets a hold of it. Bukers now at the key. Evelyn open again, sets up, and the stop and pop is no good for Evelyn. Rebound goes to Van Vickel. And Swanson's bringing it up the court now for the Huskies. Pass out to Van Vickel. Van Vickel to Pulak. Pulak to Brown. Brown has the shot, takes it, no good. Brewer gets the rebound. The other end, Brewer with a Euro, tries to put it up and under, bounces off the bottom of the hoop. Brown gets the rebound. That's 5 for her tonight. Mudgett, Swanson. Swanson takes a shot. Swanson can't miss. And that'll put the Huskies back out front as they take a 34-32 lead with a little under 12 minutes left to go here in the second half. Johnson inbounds the ball here to Tulinchek. And Johnson loses that one out of bounds after the foul from Pulak. And now inbounded to Johnson. Johnson working her way up the left side of the court here. And now Tulinchek has it in the corner, working on Mudgett. Out to Lewis. Lewis on Brown. Now Buchers in the paint, working against the double team. Can't get it in, and that rebound's going to be brought in by Swanson, I believe. It will be. Swanson gets the board. Inbounded to Brown here. Full court press, a little more relaxed. Pulak running on Tulinchek and overthrows Mudgett. That'll be a turnover for Pulak. And the Tigers have it now. Coming down the other way. Johnson working down the left side, working on Mudgett. Tulinchek has it, wanted to shoot, didn't, pulled it down. Brewer working her way inside, finds Tulinchek, sets the screen, Tulinchek shoots. Tulinchek makes the Pizza Ranch three-pointer off the assist from Brewer. Van Vickel working her way inside the paint, can't find anybody, loses it. Johnson's going to come away with a steal. Four steals for Johnson today. Johnson bringing it up the court. Finds Brewer in the corner. Brewer has a little bit of an opening. Tries to find Buchers, but it's stolen. And that'll be a reach-in on Buchers, I believe. Mudgett will get the steal. Pulak will inbound the ball here for the Huskies. The Tigers lead 35-34 after the three from Buchers. And Brown finds her way out of bounds, and this one's stolen by Tulinchek. Is it? And the ball's still in play. Pulak manages to get it out. Somehow, not a single foul is called there. Anderson dumps that out to Swanson. Swanson shoots. No good. Rebound Johnson. At the other end, Tulinchek puts it up. No good. Rebound Swanson. Pulak taking it down the court. Very fast pace of play right now. Tries to find Brown. Can't take pass. It is Tigers' ball, though, as Brown touched it before it went out. And a timeout will be called here, and we'll be back right after this short break. After this.
Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com.
Sets up for the pop and chop, or the stop and pop. Brewer goes up in the paint, can't get home though, and Olivia Brown will come down with another rebound. I lied. I can't credit that rebound to Brown since the foul gives it back to the Tigers. And Buchers tries to put that up and comes down with her own board. And that's going to be a shooting foul on Buchers. So Buchers will shoot 2. And the first one falls for Mimi Buchers. And Buchers gets set to take her second shot. And the second one falls for Buchers. 39-34 is your score after the free throws. Tigers lead by 5. Brown, stolen by Tulinchek. Tulinchek trying to finish the second chance, or the transition points, and does. Tulinchek with 2 and a 7th steal. Pulak and Brown maneuvering down the court, and that puts the Tigers up 7, 41-34. Brown over to Anderson. Anderson to Swanson in the corner. Swanson tipped by Tulinchek. Tulinchek with another steal. Now to Brewer. Out to Tulinchek. Tulinchek shoots. Tulinchek gets the transition points again. 8 steals. Tulinchek on pace for a double-double with points and steals right now. Brown trying to make the defense think she was going to shoot. Schwett now has it. Into Anderson, out to Swanson. Schwett has it. Pass to Pulak, pass to Brown. Brown has an open shot. Brown takes it, and Brown doesn't miss. And that is an assist for Esley Pulak. And that'll bring us up to a 41-37 game. The threes have continued to fall for the Huskies, and it's a good thing, too. It's keeping them competitive, keeping them in this game. They're down by 6 right now, 37-43. Didn't have my score properly updated. Evelyn passes into Crimmins. Crimmins fouled by Brown. We'll say shove. And the Tigers and Leah Evelyn will inbound the ball here. 8 minutes to go here in this second half in Pine River. The 7-3 Tigers lead the 3-6 Huskies. 45 now to 37 after the bucket from Tulinchek. Brown bringing it up the court again. Pulak has it, takes the double team, gets past it, finds Swanson. Swanson cross courts to Brown. Brown back to Pulak. Pulak has space on Brewer. Out to Anderson. Anderson back to Pulak. And Van Vickel has it. Out to Pulak in the corner. Finds Brown. 8 on the shot clock. Foul on Anderson by Tulinchek. Getting aggressive for those steals. And 7 seconds will be on the shot clock. 20 seconds will be on the shot clock once this play gets rolling. And Pulak inbounds this to Anderson. Anderson dribbling inside on Brewer. Anderson goes up with it. And what a physical bucket from Lauren Anderson. And that'll cut the lead to 6 now for the Tigers. Brewer working around the outside into Crimmins. Crimmins to Buchers. Buchers' shot is tipped by Van Vickel. They'll say a shooting foul. They will say a shooting foul, so Buchers will take 2 more. She hasn't missed a free throw yet. And the first one's no good for Buchers. I gave her the old announcer jinx. The second one's no good for Buchers either. Rebounded by Pulak. Pulak goes up on the other end. Can't get the bucket, though. Rebound is going to go uncontested. We'll say Evelyn somehow ends up with it. Tulinchek tries to go up. They're not going to call a foul on that somehow. They're going to call a foul on that, though. Tulinchek looked like she got just about elbowed in the face as she was going up for that shot. But none called. Evelyn will inbound the ball here for the Tigers. 45-39 is your score, just under 7 minutes to go. Buchers takes the inbound. Buchers puts it up. No good. Rebound, Crimmins. And the shot goes up. No good. Rebound, Evelyn. Buchers has it. Tries to put it up. No good. Rebound, Brown. Van Vickel over to Swanson. Swanson takes a shot there. And that one's no good off front rim. Rebound, Brewer. Tulenchek now coming down the baseline. Tries to dump it off behind her. I'll say that's a push off. Tigers will retain possession. No. Yes. Oh, they're going to take one free throw here for Tulenchek. Personal foul, I suppose. Maybe it was the elbow. And off front rim, no good for Tulenchek. She gets her own board, though. And Brewer goes up off the pass and gets two. And Brown bringing it up the court as the Huskies have fallen down 47-39, 8-point difference with 5 minutes to go. And Brown gets the and one. And has a chance for a three-point play here. 47-41 could be 47-42 if Brown makes this free throw. And that drops for Olivia Brown, as she has now officially cemented herself as the leading scorer for the Huskies with 14 points today. Brewer on the outside, working on Brown. Double teams between Brown and Schwett. Broken up and intercepted eventually. We're intercepted by Buchers this time, so Buchers gets the steal down the other end. Tulenchek has it, finds Buchers. Buchers sets up for the three, fires from the key, no good. Rebound, Van Vickel. Tulenchek and Van Vickel fight for it. They're going to give it to Van Vickel, though. Inbound is Esley Pulak, and Olivia Brown's hanging back to receive. Pass is fired for Schwett, stolen by Tulenchek, and the pass to Brewer. What an insane sequence. Tulenchek with another steal assist combo with Brewer, as she's now only one away from a double-double. That one's going to go out of bounds off of a Tiger, Ariana Burns. Van Vickel receives the inbound from Pulak. Van Vickel finds Brown. Brown goes between two defenders, tries to go up, blocked. Evelyn gets the free or loose ball. Ariana Burns can't corral it, stolen by Pulak. Pulak to Brown. Brown can't get the easiest bucket of her life in. That's one she's going to wish she had back. A steal attempt from Pulak, recovered by Buchers. A foul called on the Tigers, not sure what it was. And a timeout is called here. So we will head to the sideline and reconvene after this quick break.
Radio.
Shrub Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Shrub Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basement septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 42 years and still digging it right. Shrub Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River-Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Shrub Excavating LLC. Online at shrubexcavating.com.
51-42 is your score. The Tigers.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Tulinchek has it, works down the baseline. Tulinchek goes.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
They will call that an and one.
Let's go bowling. Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River welcomes you in for a great time. Ask about leagues, including their new Fun Mixed Couples League. Thursday evening starting January 23rd. Bowl to help local heroes at Community Bowl. Saturday, February 22nd is the annual Fire Department Fundraiser Tournament. A 9-pin no-tap tournament and silent auction with proceeds benefiting the Pine River and Backus Fire Departments. Just $35 entry. Open to the public. Call for details or to donate. Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
51-42, a 9-point lead for the home team Tigers.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage.
On air on the radio right now. Welcome back, everybody, on the live stream. My bad, I came out of ad break for the radio and forgot to do so for the live stream. We're back now. 51-42 is your score. The Tigers are inbounding, but they lose it immediately as Olivia Brown steals it. And the Huskies will keep control, so Olivia Brown's steal will continue to count. I don't think Olivia Brown's come off the court once for the Huskies here. Pretty sure she's been out there the entire game. Pass crossbody to Brown, to Swanson, to Bullock as they try and beat this full court press. Brown had an open shot, passed it up, finds Bullock behind her. Pass inside, batted away. Tulinchek gets the steal again. I believe actually Buchers is credited with that steal. Tulinchek just is the one who got her hands on it to secure the steal. But it was originally tipped away by Buchers, which, if I am correct, the person who originally tips away the ball is the one credited with the steal. Swanson bringing it up for the Huskies. Takes a floater moving left to right. No good. Rebound. Free ball. The Huskies do maintain possession here. Swanson working on Crimmins. Out to Mudgett to Anderson. Now Brown has it, working on Crimmins. Crimmins can't catch a break on this possession, and Brown just got a bad release off the fingertips there. You can tell she is tired. Been out here essentially the entire game. Stolen by Anderson, but a blocking foul, I believe, is going to be called here on one of the Huskies, likely Anderson. So Brewer will get to shoot a free throw here. 2.5 minutes left to go here in tonight's game. The Tigers lead 51-42. And Brewer to shoot the personal foul free throw. Brewer's first one falls, so a second one coming up. And the second one falls for Brewer as well. That is her 20th point tonight for Ella Brewer. And it is 53-42 now after all that. And Brewer gets the steal here with the pass to Tulinchek and the extra points here. So an assist and a steal for Brewer, 2 points for Tulinchek, and that puts the Tigers up 55-42 here with a little over 2 minutes to go. It's going to be very difficult for the Huskies to pull this one back. But excited to see what they are able to accomplish here in the waning minutes of this here basketball game. It was a good fight in the first half, but the Huskies just couldn't get the ball rolling in the second half. They were able to keep it close for probably the first half of it, but the last 8 minutes or so, the Tigers have really been able to pull away. And here we come back out, ready to play. Pulak will inbound to Brown. Brown back to Pulak, to Brown. To Swanson a little further down the court, now to Pulak. Cross court to Brown. Brown over her head. That is a turnover for the Huskies. And that is not something they could afford right now. 2 minutes, 6 seconds on the clock. Evelyn will bring it up for the Tigers as they lead by 13. Stolen by Pulak. That's what the Huskies need more of. And Pulak puts the points up, no good. Rebounded by Evelyn. And Tulinchek has it. Shoots the mid-range here. Tulinchek gets the mid-range to drop. Assuming that assist came from Evelyn. And Brown working her way down the baseline. Foul called on the Tigers here, so the Huskies will retain possession. Pulak will inbound the ball. A minute and a half to go on their side of the court. That one's caught by Shingledecker. Brown surveying. Swanson has it. Pulak into Swanson, caught by Anderson off the deflection. Anderson has it ripped away from her by Johnson. Johnson showing a little bit of frustration. How many fouls does Johnson have right now? 4. Got it. 4 fouls for Kaylee Johnson. She's trying to foul out before this game ends here after back-to-back fouls on her. A Hail Mary from Olivia Brown. No good. Rebounded by Bukers. Down at the other end, Tulinchek gets a couple more. Tulinchek and Brewer have been going back and forth tonight. Goes up to 59 to 42. And with 55 seconds left, Esley Pulak will shoot a free throw here. Possibly 2. And the first one for Pulak. Ooh, rolls off the front. No good. Bukers with the rebound. And willing to just kind of chew the clock off here. This one goes out to Evelyn. 21 seconds on the shot clock. 40 seconds on the game clock. Tulinchek working down the baseline, passes over to Evelyn. Evelyn has the open three and takes it. No good. It's going to go out of bounds off of Asley Pulak. So the Tigers will retain possession here. 28 seconds to go. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Margaret Crimmins gets the pass there. Brewer has it, working on Brown. Out to Evelyn once again. And Tulinchek shoots before the buzzer, and that's wide left, no good. 19 seconds on the clock now. 59-42 is your score. Maybe 1 or 2 possessions left here in this one, and the Tigers will get to celebrate with a second straight win coming out of the Christmas break. Or I should say winter break, I guess. When I was in high school, they called it a Christmas break. Brown loses it, working on Tulinchek. Tulinchek wanted another steal because she's greedy. Already has her double-double, says, I don't care, I'm trying to ruin the game for you. Pulak has it, finds Brown. Brown shoots, and there's a buzzer beater for Olivia Brown as she hits a big 3 at the very end of the game. But just like Chris Paul, it doesn't really change anything for the Huskies as they take a 14-point loss here in Pine River as the Tigers topple them 59-45. Now, I predicted 63-45. I feel like 59-45 is pretty freaking close. I'm 4 points off total between both scores. I think that's pretty solid. It was really close in the first half. In the second half, the Tigers started rolling, and the Huskies were just struggling to keep up. But despite big plays from Olivia Brown and some other playmakers for the Huskies, including Asley Pulak, Ava Swanson, just the scoring wasn't there in the second half, where it was in the first half. And they just weren't able to keep up as the second half stretched on. I think part of that may have just been because you think about Asley Pulak and Olivia Brown, 2 of their best players, on the court the entire game. By the end of the second half, they're exhausted. But I've got a little bit more of a breakdown coming for you all here in just a minute. I'm going to cut this to ad break and go start my car, and then I will be right back to hop into the postgame show after this.
Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Shrump Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Shrump Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basement septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 42 years and still digging it right. Shrump Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Shrump Excavating LLC. Online at shrumpexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business. The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Let's go bowling! Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River welcomes you in for a great time. Ask about leagues, including their new Fun Mixed Couples League. Thursday evening starting January 23rd. Bowl to help local heroes at Community Bowl. Saturday, February 22nd is the annual Fire Department Fundraiser Tournament. A 9-pin no-tap tournament and silent auction with proceeds benefiting the Pine River and Backus Fire Departments. Just $35 entry. Open to the public. Call for details or to donate. Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with...
And welcome back, everybody, to the post-game show brought to you by me, Cullen Bosman. Right now, the Pine River-Backus Tigers just toppled the Pillager Huskies 59-45 at home. A big win for the Tigers at this point in their season as they move to 8-3, and a tough loss for a Huskies team that was competitive in the first half, and they'll drop to 3-7. We'll go by the numbers now. For the away team, the Pillager Huskies, who lost, Asley Pulak had 7 points, 2 assists, 6 rebounds, and 3 steals. Ava Swanson had 11 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. Aiden Schwett had 4 rebounds. Olivia Brown had, this might take me a little longer, 17 points, 1 assist, 6 rebounds, 4 steals. Gracie Mudgett had 3 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal. Chloe Van Vickel had 5 points, 4 rebounds, 1 steal. Lauren Anderson, 2 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal. And those are your stats for the road team, the Pillager Huskies, here tonight. For the home team, the Pine River-Backus Tigers, and we'll get into some award winners here, we have Leah Evelyn had 1 assist, 3 rebounds, 2 steals, a little bit of a unselfish role here tonight for Evelyn. She wasn't able to get on the board herself, unless she did and I just didn't notice. No, she didn't. I just checked the scoreboard. Kaylee Johnson with a similar role tonight, 2 assists, 4 rebounds, 4 steals, no points. Ella Brewer had a lot of points. I believe it was 20 she finished with. 20 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. Huge game from Ella Brewer. And Sawyer Tulinchek is definitely our biggest star of the game here today. And Sawyer Tulinchek is going to be our big deal player of the game for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. She had 23 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, 10 steals. A double-double for Sawyer Tulinchek. A 20-point double-double, I should say. And with steals. That's insane. This is an insane game I'm looking at from Sawyer Tulinchek. Wow. 23 points, 10 steals. You're crazy. Ella Brewer is going to be our Enbridge Energy player of the game for her 20-point contribution as well. And Mimi Bukers was 3rd on the team with 13 points, 6 rebounds, 4 steals. And then Aaliyah Lewis had a 3-pointer, and Ariana Burns had a rebound. A pretty tight spread for the Tigers here today. Brewer, Tulinchek, and Bukers pretty much scored all of the points. Wow, that's crazy. Of the 59 points that the Tigers scored, Ella Brewer and Sawyer Tulinchek scored 43 of them. So there were 16 points that those two did not contribute. And outside of Ella Brewer, Sawyer Tulinchek, and Mimi Bukers, if you added Mimi Bukers' 13 points, the only other points are Aaliyah Lewis's 3 points. That's crazy that 3 players really just took over this game like this. But a great game from Tulinchek and Brewer, both in conjunction. A lot of their passes, a lot of their assists were to each other. Very exciting game to watch tonight between those two, and it only got better as the game went on. Our Pine River-Backus star of the game is going to be Aaliyah Lewis for that 3-pointer to diversify the scoreboard a lot. I know it might sound like I'm shafting Mimi Bukers here, but she's won an award before. I already gave her one. But Aaliyah Lewis will be the star of the game. Tulinchek is the big deal. Brewer's the energy player of the game. Those are your award winners. I feel like I'm forgetting some more shenanigans. Let me just double check my math real quick. Actually, I didn't. That is all I've got for you tonight, folks. A 59-45 win at home for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Please enjoy your night. Stay warm. I hope you are celebrating the Tigers' win. And if you are a Huskies fan, I hope that you are able to celebrate a good fight anyways. As that's what it was. This was a 1-point game, 2-point game at halftime. And just a really competitive game all around. Both teams looked like they had a good time. Both teams played hard. Nothing more you can ask for in a good high school basketball game. But that'll be it from me, Colin Bosman. You all have a great night, and I'll be seeing you sometime later this week and or next week on